Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 319, good set. All right.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this Raiders defense, and this unit very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Play action. It's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Part of why they came into this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
from the 38 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
After the interception, here's Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. And this one's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go. All right.
Now it's Fields. And he fires one incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
3-19, get that.
To throw is Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Geno. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Geno going to hand it to Genty. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, here we go, hey. Hey, Tony.
From the gun, here's Smith. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Out of the gun, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Fields going to change things up here.
25-yard line.
EQ.
Straight ahead is Hall. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And this one too low.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering Is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Out of
the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
3rd and 4.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got this down to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, son. Blue 58, blue 58, son. Hey, Ken.
Now Fields. He completes out to Garrett Wilson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To the air again, Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Jets at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Rifles one incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go, son. 3-19, Jets, set.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And now another one thrown incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
3-19, guys, set.
They snap it to Fields. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Now for the point after. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. across the 20 to about the 22.
The Raiders take over first and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the blow.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, Smith. Rolling to his right. Oh, the turnover fast. Oh, he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey, let's go. What is that?
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, you're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jamie Sherwood. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's studying and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Go.
On first down, right back to Hall. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Green 19, guys.
Back to throw, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On play action, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Jeanty. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to Jeanty on first down. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Smith now to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, here we go. Sunday.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here we go, son. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. It's Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
26-yard line.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one.
Here we go,
and you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all he can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Fields now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. A shotgun snap. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mason Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Fields trying to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
The score, Raiders 13, Jets 12.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And that's caught inside the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a...
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. Throwing on second and long. Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
53. Hey, trio left.
Gino's going to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Here we go, son.
Looking to throw. Fields. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, they drop to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good first half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Geno now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that went quite well. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Geno. Open man is Myers. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing now is Geno. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jakobi Myers, 36 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Here's Smith looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Now it's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Tanner. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. And it is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
That's good for a Jets. Here we go. First and 10 at the 17.
Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here's second and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Fields throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another Jets. First down. First and 10.
They'll run with Hall. And not a whole lot there. He does get a cover, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Good. 19 section. Right.
Ball again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over first down. At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first and 10. That's complete into the hands of Myers. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Smith going to move him around.
Hey, trio left. Middle. Hey, let's go Sunday.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Hey, it's a clip.
Throwing is Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, we go.
In motion, that's Tolbert. Now it's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Thornton. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith throwing again. His throw is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw is Smith. Open man is Thornton. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run out of the gun to Genty. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Smith. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Smith. Looking downfield, he's got Thornton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set off the 1st and goal.
And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Smith now to throw. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point had nothing behind it, but it does get through off the crossbar. And the lead now up to 14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The career's more at stake when you win your prom. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can butcher either pink or brown.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Ready, set.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Liking 18.
Operating from the gun, Owens. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 26-yard
There
line.
we go, set. Bronco 80.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw again. This is caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do.
Got it. Ready?
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Gino. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. 47 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Up the middle, it's Genty. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Completes this one to Thornton. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Smith going to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here we go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready, right?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Shut up. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Owens. This one finds Wilson downfield. Through the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 62 yards. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later. But make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Come on, come on.
Will line up for a
Back to 60, back to 60. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Raiders 20, Jets 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, 75 yards. And the Raiders have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. Well, that late touchdown stretching their lead a bit further here in the 4th quarter. And Charles, this undefeated team once again looking sharp in this ball game.
And how about what they've done on offense? Because prior to this game, we didn't expect this offense to play as well as what we've seen in this one. They decided to jump out there and jump up with the rest of the team and help preserve their undefeated status.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense is really struggling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
At the 48-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
This completes a Corley. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets get a bit closer. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.